This is a video to show how using a MallinCam Xterminator or an XT camera you can capture devices to the hard drive of the computer and then later manipulate them. I'm going to start by starting MallinCam Xterminator Control, Stefan software. Go to the Advanced tab, and you see there's a countdown counter going right now. Click on the countdown, and this will stop the safety timer, and you say OK. And then the safety timer changed to green. So now I'm going to go to Planetary, and the camera is sending the commands to reset the camera to planetary mode. Right now I have my Xterminator EX set up on a little tripod, and I have a 50mm lens hooked directly to it. You can hear the fans running. I have composite and S-video out to an MCV-1, and I have the computer control cable hooked up to a USB to serial adapter. If you're running Windows 10, you can right click on the little window, go to Device Manager, and look for your USB port. Right now it says I clicked on ports, and right now it says I have a USB serial port on COM4. And as far as sound and video game controllers, I have the 2828.5 or 2828X device. That's the MCV-1. So close Device Manager. Go to the Video tab. Video control. I'm going to pick the device. I'm going to pick the 2828X device. OK. And you notice all of the parameters adjusted automatically. The source right now is for composite, but I could also click S-video. Right now I'm going to leave it on composite. And now I'm going to click on the preview. And there's the preview window. Let me close this out of the way. There's the preview window. Go back to the Advanced tab. Right now I'm at 1/6000th of a second. I'm going to go to a longer exposure, longer exposure, 1/2000th, maybe 1/1500th. You can change the gamma. If you want to check, pull up the color bars. You know the camera's communicating. So right now I'm getting a video feed from composite. I could also try, let's go to source and go to S-video. OK. So right now that's the S-video feed. So both sources are working. You just got to pick the source you want. And you could adjust contrast. You can adjust the U. Go to defaults. Now let's go to try to test capturing some images. Snapshot. The path I'm going to have a file name called temp, and I'm going to put that file into a folder that I've created on my desktop. Test, capture tests. So I'm in the desktop, test, capture test, and the files will be called temp. Save. So right now the system is set up to capture, and I want to pick, say, bitmap, JPEG, TIFF. I want to pick all three, and suppose I want to go to a 800 by 600 image size. There it is. So let's capture one. Just hit snapshot. In theory, I now have an image in the snapshot folder, and the snapshot folder is up here called test. Test, capture test, and there are 3 files in there. I'll go by view properties, details. You can see one's a bitmap, one's a JPEG, and one's a TIFF. So just by clicking that, I got 3 images. So right now it shows that the camera, and it doesn't put any kind of weird extension from what I remember. It's just temp file, and it's got the date code and the BMP type, JPEG or TIFF. Let's do another capture. Let me change the exposure, much brighter. Let's change the gamma to 1. Go back to video, snapshots, and you saw 3 more files showed up in the folder. So right now it appears that the MallinCam Extreme is saving files into the folder defined. Again, it's important when you do this to define a file name, which I called temp, and a file path to get to where temps are going to be stored. So it shows right now that the MallinCam Exterminator control is working. As far as how to adjust an image, let me grab a bitmap. I'm going to right click, open with, and I'm going to show you PaintShop Pro 10. Hopefully somewhere down the road PaintShop Pro 10 opens. And it didn't. There it is. So it should be opening. There it is, PaintShop Pro 10. And there's the image we grabbed. Main things I use are, you can adjust. You can do a smart photo fix, which allows you to quickly tweak overall shadows and highlights. You can make it darker. You can increase the shadows. You can lower the saturation or reduce the color. You could sharpen the focus. And here it shows, by clicking this box, it shows the original and it shows the tweak. So if I don't want to save it, I'll just close that out and it goes back to the original. There are other adjustments. The main ones are under the Adjust tool. You can adjust brightness and contrast. Again, it shows the original and this shows the adjustment by raising the brightness or lowering the brightness, raising the contrast, lowering the contrast, and if you want to save it, you would just say OK. This goes back to the default. But a lot of the parameters you'll use with playing with images will be under the Adjustment tab. Over here you have some other things that fall under the layers. I use the Crop tool, and you can just grab a little box if you want to save a certain area of an image. Double click. That's your new image. And you can save this as a cropped image. If I don't want to save it, I'll just close it. Save changes, no. So then you can go back to the original image, which are in the test folder. Capture. Let me open up a different one. It's going to take another 4 hours for PaintShop Pro to open. I opened PaintShop Pro 15 this time, which is a little bit, they keep adding features every time they come out with a new version. But the basic tools are the same. So it's opening the image, hopefully. And then other features you can do, you can go over here, click on your little pen tool, and the pen gives you some options for drawing lines, arrows. If you want to draw an arrow onto the thing, that's a skinny arrow. Use the back space. Go to a wider arrow, say go 5 width. And then you can go down here and click on text and insert some text. Sunflower. And save it if you want. That just shows some of the basic tools used in PaintShop Pro. Close that. No, I don't want to. Save temp. And of course you'll get, since I've already have PaintShop Pro 15, I can upgrade for $25 to get PaintShop Pro 18. Not ready to make the jump now. But hopefully this video will help you see what you're doing wrong in capturing images using Stefan Lalonde's software. And let me end this video.